If you got invited to an all night freak off and you didn't know who invited you, all you know is this your secret admirer, it says on this listing, would you still show up? Because you are single technically, and it's been a while since you've been razzle dazzled real good because you stay at work and that's really all that you focus on and think about. So would you show up and what outfit would you wear? Because the way my girl showed up with her masquerade outfit on, I need this author, Lasalle R, to come to the front of the room because this book was one of the spiciest, nastiest books I read probably all year. It is 180 pages. It's available with Kindle Unlimited. Your freaky wishes are my command. This book here, K. Miss K, she finds herself giving in to her desire of finding out who is this mystery man that's trying to pursue me, who's trying to get to know me. And I feel like I'm already blushing. I try so hard. Whenever I'm talking about spicy reads, I feel like I always start smiling, even when I try my best not to start blushing. It just happens because she shows up to this event, and one of the bartenders, one of the men, try to flirt with her a little bit. And there are some rules too. When you show up to these freak offs, I don't even want to call it a freak off because it's not like you just getting tossed by multiple men. Now, I wonder if that is an option. If like two men at once could invite you. The point is, she shows up and this man kind of sort of starts flirting with her. But when this mystery man shows up and he got his masquerade on, the bartender's holding the mirror to change. Is like, oh, that's you, boss? I didn't know. Let me fall back. She has a ball with this man. When I say a time was had, if Sis had just got her hair done, she needed to head back to the hairdresser because I know for a fact her lace front had lifted. The way this man tossed her just dominated the entire situation with her consent. Now, it is a consensual thing. It ain't no weird. I've never read or watched 50 Shades of Grey, but it's nothing weird like that. It is very much so. He just gave in to what her body needed. And I said, this was so eloquently written because you're really reading it from Kay's point of view. I don't nickname the woman. You're reading it from Kay's point of view, and you're really just seeing like how sometimes people, you never know what opportunities may be out there. You might not find the ideal person that you've been searching for in the ideal situations that you've been in. If you know that you typically get on dating apps and you're like, I never meet nobody or the dates never go nowhere, girl, try showing up to one of these golf clubs or try showing up and doing something different, because she definitely went outside the box, and the way that this man ended up making her feel made me be like, is this where I was messing up when I was still trying to date in these streets? Should I have been keeping an eye out for a secret admirer? Now, the way that the young man, okay, Fresh, and I love the way his name was spelled, Phresh. The way that Fresh is a businessman. The problem is he got this old coworker that she just don't know how to take a no for an answer. You know that coworker that keeps trying to press the issue and she's like, why don't you let me satisfy you? Why don't you let me slide up in the sheets with you? And Fresh is like, I done told you about 5 ways to Sunday. I'm not interested. This lady does the most over Fresh. And I'm not going to act like I don't see what makes her go crazy because I heard how he was tossing people. It's even to the point where there's this one part in the book where he's at the sauna in the gym and Sis pulls up on Fresh like, let me give it to you in here. You know how musty the gym and saunas and stuff like that be smelling in some areas? You want to put what in your what? Right now, ma'am, you're going to give your throat a yeast infection. You need to calm down. This book here, like I said, I feel like it's been a minute. And I can handle some eroticas. This was the definition of a spicy read. You want to hear and read about Black love? This was definitely it. I really like the way that Kay let down her guard too. She gave in to her temptations in a way that I was not expecting because, again, she's very business focused. So if you're looking for a book where a successful young woman lets her hair down and really just goes with the flow of things, this is the book to read. When I was halfway through this book, I was trying to guess the way it was going to end, and I couldn't. And that's another thing that I enjoy. Well, sometimes I feel like I will be reading a book and I'll be like, oh, I read this trope recently, or I read this type of a book similar recently. That was not the vibe. And I really took my time reading this book. I was very proud of myself with that too. Because a lot of times I will listen to books with that little, what do you call it? The listener part that's in the Kindle app. But I took my time and I really enjoyed it. Listen here, be careful reading this book if you're single, because like I said, there are some spicy scenes. Let me know what other books you guys have read by this author. I know I have read a few different books by this author already. I know that they're all already on my channel as well. I'm trying to give you guys some titles of the books that I've already read. I know I read Shattered Lies and Silent Cries already, When It's Hard to Love a Hustler, Caught Up Between the Twins of Austin. Do you see how hype I just got? I feel like that was like one of my favorite books I have read in a minute. I really loved them. That cover there. Once y'all read the book, I hate when I start smiling this hard. I really hate it. Once y'all read the book, you guys are going to understand what made me fall in love with this author's work. I'll see you guys in the next book review.